Orioles hosting the Cubs, and the Cubs are plus 142 on the money line. The Orioles are minus 168. The over-under is 8.5 runs. The Cubs getting a run and a half on the run line are minus 152, meaning if you bet them that way and they win this game outright, you win. They lose by 1, you win. And the Orioles laying a run and a half on the run line are plus 126, meaning if you bet them that way, they have to win by 2 or more. It looks like the Cubs went with Talion today instead of Amanga, so they flip-flopped how these pitchers were supposed to start. Now, the weather for tomorrow's game in Baltimore is supposed to be 94 degrees with 16-mile-an-hour winds blowing out and a 36% chance of rain. So a very good possibility that we see a lot of offense tomorrow like we did today. Now, Amanga has not pitched against the Orioles last year or this year. Burns pitched twice against the Cubs last year, and when he was with the Brewers, they lost both games. 7 innings, 1 run, 1 earned. They lost 1-0. That was in Chicago. He struck out 7. 5 innings, 4 runs, 4 earned. They lost 4-0, and he struck out 3. That was also in Chicago. So all the runs he gave up, they gave him no runs against the Cubs. Head-to-head, the Cubs are 6-4. The road team 7-3. The favorite is 5-5 on the money line, while the underdog getting a run and a half on the run line is 6-4. There have been 2 one-run games in their last 10. The over is hitting their last 2. The over is 5-4-1, and the over-under at 8.5 runs is 5-5. Now for Amanga, because for whatever the hell the reason is, they haven't confirmed him as a starter yet. In his last 10 starts, he's averaging 5 1/3 innings pitched, 5.7 strikeouts, 16.9 outs, 6.4 hits, 1.1 walks, 3.3 runs, 2.9 of which were earned, 1 home run per game. He gave up 2 in his last start. 88.8 pitches per game, 16.5 pitches per inning. For the Orioles, they're 3-2 in Burns' last 5 starts. The over is hitting his last 2. The over is 3-1-1 in those starts. 6 1/3 innings pitched, 6 hits, 2.2 runs, 1.8 of which were earned, 5.8 strikeouts, 0.8 home runs, 0.8 walks, 1 home run per game. He's given up a home run in 3 consecutive starts. 91.6 pitches per game, 14 pitches per inning. So he's pitching well. The Cubs are 5-5 in their last 10, 4-1 in their last 5. 6 runs, 7 runs, 5 runs, 11 runs. 5 runs in a win, shutout in a loss, 5 runs in a win, and 9 runs in the win today. And for the Orioles, 2-2 in their last 4. 5 runs, 27 runs, 9 runs, and then 11 runs. 3 runs in a win, 8 runs in a loss, 6 runs in a win, and then 2 runs in a loss. For whatever the reason is, the Cubs could just be Burns' Achilles heel. I understand that this is a new team, so we're going to have to see how well they do. But the Cubs have been playing the Orioles well. And with Amanga on the mound as an underdog, this is a fairly even match. I'm going to take the Cubs with the money line. I will take the Cubs getting the runs, and I'm going to lean over just for the fact of the wind and the bullpens. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.